I'm back. So we are kind of on pause with the engine build because, of course, everything's on back order from the manufacturer. So my motor is still like over there and in pieces in my garage. It's fine, whatever, we'll get there eventually. But I couldn't wait, and my suspension on this car, can you see that in the video? It's terrible. It sucks. I currently have Coney oranges with lowering springs, which is not good because the Coney orange is really just an OEM replacement shock, and it's not really made to be lowered, but I went cheap 6 years ago, and it's time to finally get something better on. So we got these bad boys. These are the Flyin Miata VMAXX Xxtreme track coilovers. Super excited to get these on the car. They're gonna be way stiffer than what's on here now, so maybe I won't rub over every single little teeny tiny bump I hit. And of course, they're also height adjustable. I am too low. I don't like tucking, so I'm actually gonna be able to fix that finally. So happy. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these on. And yes, Derek is gonna be helping me with this one because it is 8 p.m. and your girl follows the sleep schedule of someone twice my age, okay? Double digits at night, that's bedtime. I need to be in bed. So this is late, okay? But I got caught up with work, so it is what it is. These are the things we do for our cars. I don't know if I'm gonna be ambitious enough to get this all done in a day. Y'all might see me change shirts halfway through the video. That means this went into a second day. We'll see what happens. YOLO, we're winging it. It's fine, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and get the car in here. I could make this like a how-to video or something, but I'm pretty sure there are about 10 million how-to videos on YouTube about how to install coilovers on a Miata. And I know because that's literally how I learned how to do this, was YouTube. So I apologize, this is not gonna be a how-to video. I mean, you'll see me do it, so I guess if you watch close enough, it's a how-to. Counts for something, right? And also, because people are gonna say this too, no, I'm not wearing gloves. I don't mind my hands getting a little dirty. I wear gloves with like oil changes, but I don't know. A little bit of dirt never hurt anyone. Does anyone else literally every time they go to use a tool, like if you have a ratchet, you have to, oh look, it's not even the right size, like you have to test if it's going the right way. And literally any time with my impacts, like I have to test it. I know I said it the right way, but no, like I still have to do it. We need the big boy. Well, I'm gonna take the sway bar off while I'm down here because I have new adjustable sway bar end links from Flyin Miata as well. I got the Flyin Miata sway bars years ago, and I didn't put on adjustable end links because, I don't know, the suspension on this car is just all wrong. Y'all don't judge me. My spec Miata is right. At least one of my cars is right. But since the car is lowered, I really need to have adjustable end links so that the sway bars can sit level. And also, adjustable end links will actually allow me to corner balance. Steve needs it. Steve needs some TLC. Steve needs some love. Power tools make this shit so much easier. Literally, they're cheating. It's fine. I don't care. I can't use them on this. That's fine. But power tools still make life so much easier. Like, I remember the days back when I was putting my, doing my wheels with a breaker bar and what size is that? What the fuck? Okay, we got it. I remember the days back when I was doing my wheels with like a breaker bar and a big socket, and it would take like 5 minutes to put on one wheel. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but still. And then with an impact, it's just like, ugga dugga, and it's off. Makes life so much easier. Oh, hey, there is a whole ass rivet under my car. That will end up in one of my tires. That's fun. Bye-bye, old sway bar. Okay. Now I need to get in my trunk. Cool. Right. I'm gonna take the rear top hat off. Listen, I love my 9 live swing, but it does not make working on this car in the trunk very comfortable. Also, I have a deep-seated hatred of wobble sockets. I feel like they make everything more complicated. Why am I using one? Because I really want to use a power tool, but let's see if it can even get back there. Now this thing, oh my gosh, I sat on the ratchet. Now this thing should be able to come out. Yep. This is slightly a 2-person job. Can you, if you could push down just on the whole spindle. Keep going. Keep going. There we go. Okay, cool. Stop. Got it out. Out with the old, look at that old nasty thing. Who wants a blown Coney shock? Free to a good home. Literally. So, of course, there's like a million shock options out there for Miatas. I mean, I feel like for any car, shocks are kind of the one thing you've got the most options for. And then for a Miata, I mean, there's so much aftermarket support for Miatas, so there's so many different shocks to choose from. And I shopped around for a while, actually. Ultimately, I went with these ones because they're affordable. I mean, it's kind of, in my opinion, the biggest bang for your buck. Like, you're getting a good shock. Like, you're getting a really good coilover, actually, for a great price. And don't anyone come at me and say, oh, you can get, you know, Tyne for cheaper, however you say it, like, or eBay brand for cheaper, because then you're not getting a good shock. And I wanted a good shock. I went with the track shocks because I don't care about my back when I hit bumps on the road. So these are going to be pretty stiff. They're 504 foot-pounds front and 336 rear, if I'm remembering correctly. So they're going to be pretty stiff on a little car like this. But I don't mind. They're going to handle super well on track. And I'm kidding if I say that this isn't going to be on track. Like, obviously it needs a roll bar, but obviously it's going to make it on track because all my cars do at one point or another. They do have a softer sport version available, but you know, it's not for me. It's not for me. Go big or go home. And then of course we've got full adjustable dampening, adjustable ride height, all that fun stuff, and a 2-year warranty. So I'll take it. Super excited to try these out, and I'll make sure, I mean, I'll definitely give you guys some drive impressions on these after I've had them on the car for a bit. Let you know, how they handle, how I like them, all that sort of stuff. So keep an eye out for that after I've had these on the car for a little bit. They do also come with a big box of new bushings and top hats. And I have to be honest with you, these are the end links, the sway bar end links. I have to be honest with you, I don't know where any of the rest of these bushings go, so I need to Google that real quick. Excuse me, Google break. All right, we figured it out. I had to look at the directions, it's fine. So, bushing. Probably put the rest of the spring on first. Spring. Pop mount. Bushing, right? Note to self, have a spring compressor. Duh. All right. Redneck engineering, we got it. And by redneck engineering, I mean I put all my weight on it and pushed it down there. It worked. So, note to anyone else, get a spring compressor. All right, put it in the middle. And back in. this way. One's on. And even though that didn't take that long, I'm tired and hungry. So I'll probably be back tomorrow. In order to do the fronts, rears are done. In order to do the fronts, I'm going to start by taking the 2 bolts off the top, and then if I can take the wheel off too, that would be helpful. Couple things under here, it's pretty easy, but kind of a funny story. The very first time I ever did suspension on a Miata, on this car, I had only ever done suspension on the Mustang, and the Mustang is super simple. Not to say a Miata is not simple, but the Mustang front suspension is 4 bolts up top, 2 bolts underneath, and the whole shock comes out. The Miata is double wishbone, and the shock goes through the upper control arm. So without taking off the ball joint or taking off the top of the upper control arm, you actually can't get the shock out. I didn't know that the first time I did suspension on this, and I also had been into cars for all of like a year at that point, and it took me way longer than I'd like to admit to figure out how to get the shock out. Also, it was a 30-year-old ball joint I had to break. And of course that didn't want to come out. So it was an adventure. I think my car was on jack stands, and this was when I was in an apartment. It was in jack stands, on jack stands in my apartment complex parking lot for I think 3 days. I did get in trouble. Management got mad at me. And then I moved. Because we don't need that. Starting off with sway bar bolts, I'm gonna get the sway bar out, then 17, then lower strut bolt, and then I do the ball joint method. There's some people who do the long bolt method, where they take out the long bolt at the top of the control arm. I don't like that method. I kind of hate that bolt. I hate having to get it out, so I find the ball joints a lot easier. Plus, I'm pretty sure I need new ball joints. I mean, I don't have them today, so that's no help, but oh well. 19. Is that a 19? That's the 19. That's too big. Okay, it's not a 19. I swear I waste like half my time working on cars just trying to find the right freaking socket. Oh, this was a 19. It's not a 17? I think I would be better at this from now on. That's a 14. It's not a 14. I know that. It's a 17. I did it wrong the first time. It fit with the first socket I put on. Oops. So huh?
You're supposed to make it look easy for YouTube.
I make it look easy for Instagram, not for YouTube. This is the real deal. This is me making all of the glorious mistakes that I always make. Before I get started on this next part, let me just say, fuck cotter pins. I hate them so much. Oh, fuck! Ow! I punched my bumper. Things so much. Bug. This thing makes me jump every time. I know it's coming, and it still makes me jump. The anticipation. I'm like cringing every time I pull it. Come on.
It's like the Jack in the Box.
See? Every time it makes me jump. Okay. Yes, it's like a Jack in the Box. I feel like next time I do it, I need to play the music. Yep.
Pop goes the wheeze.
Why didn't you do that while I was loosening it? Come on.
Pop. Yeah.
There it goes. Drop the nut. And one of the things I realized installing the other end links that I like so much about these, I have nothing to compare against, but I'm pretty sure that the body of this end link is a lot smaller than other adjustable end links I've seen, which is good because it means you can adjust this a little bit shorter. So it'll be better for lower cars. And starting out, I'm not corner balancing my car today, obviously. I don't have the equipment for it. So I am just kind of setting these, like how everything is sitting right now. I'm just kind of adjusting these. They would say if you were keeping stock ride height, they'd say adjust to approximately stock, but I don't have stock ride height at all, so we don't want to do that. So I'm just going to adjust it so it kind of sits nicely in here, and then I can change it later. All right, cool. So now I have to go around the entire car with a torque wrench because I haven't done any of that yet. Put it down and then start adjusting height. To begin with, I'm just going to kind of put these somewhere in the middle, make them even all around, and then I can adjust from there. And yeah, that's going to have to be a different video because I'm sure that's going to take me like forever. Especially considering I have to drive it in between so that everything can settle. As always, if you guys want to continue following on this build, still waiting on engine parts to come back in stock, but we will get there. And hopefully I'll have some more little things along the way. But if you guys want to follow along with this build, make sure you subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram as well. And I will see y'all next time.